Good evening, everyone, and welcome to session recap 26th of October 2015. Today we will see Euro dollar pound, Australian dollar, Euro yen, and dollar yen. My name is Nenad, and last session recap was very successful. We had a perfect webinar. It was more than 300 pips overall, and definitely it was one of the best webinars. I need to say that definitely in last couple of months that was the most successful webinar so far. So I'm really very happy with the results. I will show you results just as I finish my webinar, my risk disclaimer. Online education materials are available by Admiral Markets as Estonia, and they are meant for global audience. If you want to get a corresponding information on charting conditions and any other detail, you should visit www.admiralmarketsglobal, select your country, and contact an appropriate entity. Risk disclosure statement stating all possible risks associated with Forex market, by accepting the risk, you're also proceeding further with me. And Admiral Markets UK Ltd will take no responsibility for information accuracy. This is solely my opinion, and Forex is risky business. You have a little time to deposit, because if you do another deposit, you can get up to 50% of bonus. So bonus campaign, only a little time has left, so be sure to sign up. You can download Admiral Markets Supreme Edition by logging to your trader's room, and definitely you're trading with the official best MT4 broker. So all session recap trades, these are the rules for our trades during recap. All session recap trades and analysis is done with my Camarilla MACD. So guys, you always need to give price a breather, okay? That means that you cannot trade outside the zone, okay? You cannot take any trades outside the zone. So pay attention to the zones, because this what I give you are zones where trades can be found very easily, and most of all they are very successful usually. I need to say that last week trade of the week was euro dollar, and I will definitely show you that. But before that, for all newcomers, guys, you enter within 5 to 15 pips of the predicted level if it's in agreement with your system. Use scaling in. What does it mean, scaling in? This is scaling in. For example, let's say that our zone is here, and let's say this is 1.1000, okay, to 1.10, okay, so it's 10 pip buffer. Let's say 1.1010 to 1.000. If the price gets here, let's say you can divide your trade. So assuming that you trade more than 0.10 lots, you can divide your trade. For example, placing one trade here, one trade here, one trade here within the zone. That is called scaling in. Dividing your trade, okay, to lesser positions, and then entering as the trade progresses within the zone. Okay, so that is what I'm saying, guys. Scaling in is very useful. It's always useful, and it's very good to scale in if you are not sure where to place your entry, where to put your exact price. So then use scaling in. As I say, we usually enter 5 to 15 pips of the predicted level. It's our buffer zone. Respect your stop loss, add the spread to your stop loss, whether you're buying or selling. We take only one position. First touches of the zones and levels are most profitable ones. Position trades are so-called trend trades. Alternative trades are counter trend trades. Breakout trades and scalp trade levels are done independently. They act as a second entry. Depending on time and volatility, usage of trailing stop is highly recommended, usually after 20 pips of profit, not less. These setups are valid for today, tomorrow, and sometimes the day after tomorrow. Scalp trades should be done at or very close to important support resistance levels. All those levels are calculated by historical levels and Camarilla. You can add these levels to your system. Pay attention to my Twitter updates because occasionally I will tweet it. So session recap 19th of October 2015 results. Euro dollar 160 pips pool trade of the week, euro dollar. GBP dollar didn't qualify, Australian dollar 100 pip, New Zealand dollar 110 pip possible, dollar CAD 60. Total pip pool was 430. So we had excellent tweet behind us. I hope that you made at least 100 pips out of these trades because these trades were absolutely perfect. Let's start, of course, with euro dollar first. So you could see our euro dollar setup. We had sell position around 1390 and the stop loss was 1440. We made an entry here and definitely the target price was hit and euro proceeded even more to the downside. So we had a excellent win, excellent. Even some traders who were patient could have made more than 300 pips on this trade, on a single trade, but let's say more than 100 pips available, which was excellent. Really, euro dollar was excellent. Pound dollar was also one of the trades which I really wanted to have good pip count with, but unfortunately we didn't have an entry. Well, entry came a bit later. It came 5 days later, but that cannot be counted as a valid trade because, as I say, setups are valid for today, tomorrow, sometimes day after tomorrow. Pound dollar trade, you could see 52.80 was buy. Well, we got a buy, but it was a bit later. And then we had a sell. We didn't have any of these setups, so this trade didn't qualify. Australian dollar was good. I told you you could sell around 73.00. Even after the news, I told you it's up to you whether you will take the trade or not. For those people who took the trade after monetary policy meeting, you could have entered here exactly at POC and you see where the price went afterward. Basically, it made more than 100 pips. So I don't know how many of you got into this trade or how many of you made some pip with this, but it was good for 100 pips. Okay, so it was sell around 73.00. New Zealand dollar trade was also one of the best trades. We had an entry here and I got some tweets asking whether it will hit our stop loss. Well, guys, I always respect my stop loss. And you can see my stop loss was placed at 66.75. As I told you last week, our entry was here and the price almost hit full target price, but definitely this was a great trade. This was the entry, then we got some drawdown and we got basically almost full target price. So New Zealand dollar was good for 120, 130 pip. So guys, for all of you who traded last week, you could see these trades setups are always done pre-fact, real time, no nonsense, no tall tales. And yes, Carolyn is saying, I suppose I could make a lot of money if I listen to you on Monday, but I'm not comfortable with copying other traders. So I'm still losing. Yes, I know a lot of traders don't want to copy trades or listen, but that is why I always say it's always put within the risk disclaimer, guys. It's always put within my risk disclaimer. And it clearly says if it's in agreement with your system. Now, I know that a lot of you uh, still are struggling to, but that is how I help you. At least this is price action, what I'm telling you, and we are learning price action on our price action trading school. So this is pretty much Camarilla MACD price action, and from time to time I really encourage you to take trades. As I say, risk should not be that big. It's always in between 0.3 and 1% per trade. Total risk per day should not exceed 2%. So guys, if you make 4 or 5 trades per day, it should be in the risk threshold of 2%. That is your way to success. That is about risk management, money management, because a lot of traders lose money not because they don't have a good system or they're still learning price action. It's usually because risk management is bad. And you know what I always say, that if you cross 5% threshold of a risk, then you're in danger zone. So try to keep the risk within the risk threshold. Okay, 430 pip possible. Everything is shown here. No matter how many pip you got, even 10% of this, it's 40 pip. Still, it's 3 pips, right? So I'm really trying to give my best because it's not an easy job, really. It's not an easy task for me to go with the market. The hardest thing, with analysis is pre-effect analysis, and I love to do that. And thanks, of course, Admiral Markets, where I'm a senior analyst, I can do that every day and every week. But I was reading a lot of analysis really on the internet, and a lot of those, much of those analysis, majority is basically what happened after the price made the movement. So it's not about after the price has made a movement. You need to know and you want to know what should happen and what can happen. And that is my job, to give you the most possible, the most recent information in order for us to make some money. So it's always about making analysis pre-fact and with the current market conditions. This week we'll cover 5 different setups. So first, let's start with euro dollar. I'm trying to sell euro dollar if it gets to 1.1130 with stop loss at 1.1200, targeting 1.0900. As you could have read, as you could have seen on my last analysis on euro dollar, it was a Forex Street analysis, which I did on Friday. Exactly after my analysis, price hit almost look at this, guys. So basically it almost hit. So at the time while I was making the analysis, the price was at 1.1097, and I said that it has a possibility to reach 0975. After my analysis, price dropped almost 100 pips, basically making for the target. Okay, and I'm not sure that you have seen this, but this was the analysis from Friday. Price almost reached my target, and now I still think that euro dollar will make it even deeper, but I want to see also deeper pullback. So I would look to sell here. Possibly we could see maybe a scalp swing, or eventually a scalp. So if you take this trade, guys, use so-called profit stop. So after 20 pips of profit, move your stop loss to break even or secure 20 or 15 pips. I won't say how much, because this should be a scalp trade around this level. So you can turn into scalp swing. You can try to position it, but this is our most important trade, which is euro dollar sell. I would really love to sell at 11.30. I'm not sure if we will get a price, but if we get a price, that will be my selling spot. Okay, as I say, it's not an easy job, but I'm really focused on making money with this trade. So let's see what we can have. So 11.30 sell, 12.00 stop, 1.0900 is target. This is possible scalp trade. Yes, and let me show you the screen, of course, for euro dollar. Let me open my platform here. Okay, euro dollar here. As you can see, euro dollar is trying to get to this spot. This is indeed a very important spot here. You can see a lot of confluence here. Okay, a lot of touches here. Historical selling. Okay, historical buying here. So presuming that this is the zone and this was the zone of previous buyers, we have also historical sellers here. You know how I teach the concept of historical sellers versus now moment sellers. This is scholastic example of historical sellers versus now moment sellers, because if the price gets to this region, we already had a lot of selling from this region. You can see it even from the past later, and also we saw buying. Now because this zone has become resistance and it served as support, now it's resistance, I think that fresh sellers, or so-called now moment sellers, lie within this zone, which also shows a confluence of daily pivot point H3 and definitely previous selling spot. So this will be my zone for selling towards 0900 target. I go with round number this time, and there is a possibility we could reach this level. Also, I'm saying, and I will repeat again, if you want to take this sell, then you can take profit around this region here, and this region here can also give us some scalp trade, so pay attention to it. Pound dollar is ranging up, down, up, down. So yes, I will be looking to sell and buy. Buy if the level is reached, and sell if this level is reached. I'm not talking specifically about levels. I'm talking about zones. So as I said, our buffer zone is within 5 to 15 pips from these levels. Okay, so I would look to sell around these levels: 54.00, 53.90, eventually 85, but I want to see really price pulling back close to 54.00. So this is our sell spot, this is our buy spot, and I will show you now. Sell spot is 54.00. Okay, so previous, again, breakout spot, strong buying from this region after V-shaped reversal here, and now again nice selling, good selling from this spot. So if we pull a retracement here, we can see that 50 retracement basically is lying at this level here, so we could really see nice sell-off from this zone here. So I'm paying attention to the zone, and if it reaches the zone, I will be looking to sell. Buy spot is, as I said, 52.00. 52.00 is historically strong spot for buying. As you can see from these regions here, we had almost 300 pips. So from historical buying versus now moment buying, I expect this to hold because this is L4. So L4 support, and also this is very important because this was double bottom, strong 300 pip buying in the past. So I'm looking to sell here, looking to buy here, whichever hits first, as always. Australian dollar ranging, I would look to sell around 73.00 again, 73.40 stop loss, 72.00 target. Buy position 71.60, 71.40 target, 72.00. So you can see this is a range. If you put 4-hour time frame, you can see that this is indeed some sort. It looks like really it's I cannot say that this can also we can also say that this is, sorry, my voice is maybe a little bit harsh. So this is basically our bearish pennant. Okay, so we can easily identify a spot for a breakout trade here. But yes, it can also be deemed a wedge. But Carolyn, if you think that this is a wedge, well, what is this then? So we cannot say this is a wedge strictly, because guys, let me tell you a few things. From now moment, this could be a wedge, right? This is falling wedge, and it could say, okay, this is maybe a time to buy. But guys, let's try to see a bigger picture here. Uh, uh, I think that this could be a pennant. Look at this. this is bullish, right? This is bullish, but because this could be a pole, right? And this could be definitely a breakout through. So from both your perspective and mine, this looks like a bullish, right? Like a bullish pattern. So bullish pennant, right? Because this is a pole and falling wedge. But now I don't want to look just at these patterns. Why? Because now from now moment price action on 4-hour time frame, we can see a zigzag, and this is the start of zigzag. So yes, I want to trade here within this, call it a wedge or call it a pennant, it doesn't matter. But look, I made 73 sell spot and 72 buy spot with my slide, right? So what I want is I want to sell from this region, buy from this region, right? And this is ranging. Look, this is high, this is low, this is lower high, this is lower low. Now this is lower high, right? So we have 3 lower highs and 2 lower lows. If this follows a zigzag, this could be another low towards 72 or 71.80. But I think that it has the possibility to reject from this spot because it already rejected a couple of times. See? This was a fake out, so there can be a possibility for the price to reject again. I'm not saying it will definitely happen, but I'm paying attention to definitely to this. Definitely, guys. So treat it as you wish. You can say this is a pennant. You can say this is a wedge. But ultimately, guys, we want to either sell or buy. Yeah, 71.60 indeed, that is what I made here. So this spot again, yes, a little bit deeper, okay, a little bit deeper, because if it makes another low here like this, it would be something like this. So this is indeed spot for you to watch for buy trades, 71.60 to 71.80. So I will also made it clear here. So 71.60 to 71.80. Watch for buy. Let me make it like this. Okay, 71.60 to 80. Okay, so it's clear now what we want to have. We want to either sell or either buy, but we will buy on a dip and we will sell if we get a rally. Okay, so this is Australian dollar. 71.60 to 71.80 is a buy position. 71.40 is stop loss. Target is 72 and sell around 73. Euro yen, I would also look to sell euro yen. 134.60. 134.60. Definitely a sell spot for me. I will. Okay, this is history now, so let me show you. Okay, guys. Euro yen, 134.60 sell, stop loss 30 pips, and we are trying to aim for 133.00. If we get this trade, this would be excellent indeed. So let's see if we could get a price. I'm really hoping that we could get it, so let's see. Euro yen 134.60, 134.90, and 133.00 is the target. At least we have some patterns showing up here. So I will show you now. This was M, which was broken here at this spot, and then we had a continuation here. Darshan, yes, there is New Zealand dollar. I will look into New Zealand, but yes, this is euro yen. I think that really this could be a nice sell trade. Let me show you also, we have some confluence here. So look at this confluence here. This is quick look at this pair. So we have 38.2 H3 daily pivot, weekly pivot point, sorry, and price is trying to retest this region. Look at the pass here, strong buying. So this is now moment sellers around this region. I presume that now moment sellers here. So if we get a price here, I expect it to go down. So yes, I'm bearish on euro yen, and also we have an inner trend line here. So this region is X cross. Okay, you already are familiar with X cross. My proprietary, I can say it's a form of chart pattern where a trend line intersects in important pivot points. Now we have strong X cross because it intersects with H3 daily pivot point and previous strong buyers here, now moment sellers. So the multiple confluence around 134, 4.60 to, let's say, 45. So this is the region for you to sell. 134.90 is stop loss and 133.00 is the target. Okay, and the last pair for today is dollar yen. Dollar yen is in uptrend, and now I want you to pay attention to my analysis today. I don't know if you read the analysis. It's same basically. So this was my analysis, and it said the dollar yen inverted roof. Now this, for all of you who are not familiar with these patterns, okay, this is inverted roof pattern. So when you see this pattern like this, okay, hold this region, it's called inverted roof, okay, and inverted roof has an ABC, right? ABC is a bit different from classic ABC price action, meaning it's different from ABC or ABC, which is bullish N and bearish inverted N. Because when you have A, B, and C in this inverted roof, you basically add the distance between the foundation or the basis of the inverted roof and breakout point of the inverted roof. So if this was breakout point, I just copy pasted this arrow, so it could also be here. So you can see it here easily that A and B equals to C confluence with H4 long breakout resistance. So if you saw the analysis today, you could have also bought from L3, which is 120.60, and I stated, guys, that you could buy, okay, from POC1, which is 120.60. What happened? We had news. News was not so good for the dollar, but what happened after my analysis? It came to my POC1 and now 40 pip in profit. So assuming that most of you take the trades which I post on Admiral Markets, for all of you who are in profit, you can basically ride the profit now because you are 40 pip in profit. You are enjoying now the profits. You can scale out. You can put stop loss to break even. Now, if any of you is in dollar yen, which you can see easily, identify easily your entry point exactly at the zone, in the zone, what I would do if I were you, if I were trading your account, I would profit half of the trade. I would take profit from the half of my trade. Okay, now 43 pips in profit. And I would put stop loss to break even for the rest of the trade. So that means that you split your trade. It's called scaling out, taking 43 pips here with the half of your lot volume, size traded, volume traded, and other half is put at break even. So you are riding, as we call it, a free ride. So 43 pips secured, scaling out, and put your stop loss to break even. I hope that you are happy with this. Now, for all of you who want to make additional entry, because we already had, from my analysis, we already had 120.60. I don't want to trade within the same zone. I want the price to reach my second zone, which is POC2. 120.30, 190.55 is stop loss, 122.00 is target, 122.70 is second target. If you are in the first trade, as I said, if you took a long from this spot, then your target should be also 122.00. You are free, you are safe, because you can put your stop loss to break even. For all of you who want to take another trade on dollar yen, then if we get a pullback within my second zone, which is basically POC2, then guys, this will be place for you to take a long trades, because POC2 is again X cross of L4 and trend line, which is normal trend line. It hasn't been broken. Then it's inverted roof, breakout spot. It's 61.8 Fibonacci retracement from the previous swing low to high, from the past to the present, from the left to the right, always. It's very simple, very concise, very clear. Okay, so let's see if we will get this trade. But well, if we don't get a trade, still this was an entry after my analysis today. So let's see what will happen. Okay, let's see. So guys, now is the time for your questions. I have a question about New Zealand dollar. Darshan is asking for New Zealand dollar. And Gaurav is asking for Euro AUD. Yes, I will take a look on Euro AUD, but let's see New Zealand dollar. Indeed, today is, yes, 21.45 news on New Zealand. Ilya is saying hello. Hello, Ilya. Dollar CAD, Derek, asking for dollar CAD. Okay, New Zealand dollar. Let's switch to 1 hour. Okay, this looks bullish, right? We have multiple bullish patterns here. And Darshan, you can also see that there is a trend line here, and you can see multiple trend line confluence here. So let's say that we take a full swing from top to bottom, which is current swing. We can see that this is, I'm doing a quick analysis now, 67.56 is a possible buy point. But I would advise, because this will be strong news for New Zealand, I would definitely advise for you to be very, very careful about this trade, because news can really spike it in both directions. But as you can see, this is some sort of bullish. It was called 3 Buddha bottom, but it's inverted. So this is bullish, okay? And you can see multiple trend line here and W spot here. So it could indeed be bought from this region here, 67.40 to 67.60. So this is the zone to look for long entries. But because there is strong news, if this zone is broken, then look for L3 retest, which is 67.10. Now let's see, another question is, okay, that is New Zealand. Euro AUD. Definitely downtrend on Euro AUD. But yes, if you took only previous buyers here, there was a lot of buyers here. But what I would pay attention to is this is generally downtrend. And just taking a previous swing, you can see that now the price is struggling to close above 38.2, okay? So the price is indeed struggling to close above 38.2. So maybe it's time for you to scale out or to think a little bit more about long, because this doesn't look exactly good, but if this level is broken, then next will be 52.60. So you can see it here. Just place your fib here, and you can see that the price is indeed struggling to close above 38.2. And 4 hour, you can see it doesn't have 4 hour close, which would signify another set, possibly another set of buyers. So think about maybe scaling out, placing your stop to break even. Dollar CAD, can you take a look at this? Pound yen, okay. Next is dollar CAD. Dollar CAD is having a retracement. If you read my previous analysis and coverage of dollar CAD, you could have made tons of pips, because I said specifically that the dollar CAD is determined to rise even higher. This was my dollar CAD analysis. After the analysis, the price hit POC, which is 30, 35, can't remember exactly, but it hit this number here, and it made more than 160 pips to the upside. So this was my last dollar CAD coverage, which happened in October. You can check it. It went down, then straight from POC it went up. And what happened is, now at this spot I would be also looking to buy, but where? Now the question is where, because we don't want to buy resistance. So next possible set of buying could happen within this region here, 3100 or 3090. Possibly it could reject. So pay attention to 3100 and 3090. Okay, it's still bullish. Okay, it's still bullish. See, this is zigzag. See, low, high, lower, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. Now again, probably higher, low. So this is bullish. Pound yen. Pound yen is in the range now. We can easily identify the range now. This is consolidation. This is clear consolidation. This is your range, 186.30, right? 0.30, yes, and 185.10. What I would do is I would go with a breakout of this range and retest, because the price was in uptrend and now the price is ranging. So it's easy to identify the range here, because the price is moving sideways. Okay, it's moving sideways. Dollar Swiss, Caesar is asking for dollar Swiss. Well, naturally, if I want to see euro dollar down, we want to see dollar Swiss up. I don't advise to be in the same those two trades simultaneously, because you will be double exposed versus dollar, and you know that euro dollar and the dollar Swissy are counter correlated, and definitely they're very negatively correlated. Okay, negatively correlated. Okay, this is dollar Swiss, but first we want to see a deeper, really deeper pullback. This was previous buying zone, as you can see here. Easy to identify by looking to your left. Remember quadrants from our price action trading school. So this was your previous breakout point here, and it would be probably a deeper retracement if retracement happens before this high is broken. If that happens, you can see it here, but probably this will be broken, so I'm looking to buy dip on dollar Swiss. I would be looking to buy dip if I were you. 78.6 is confluence point. It's 97.40, so 97.40 would be possible buy spot. Okay. A question. Hey, Nenad, can you please? Can you wait? I lost the question. Euro yen. I was sure it. Well, where is the question? Carolyn was asking. I entered a buy on euro yen 1 hour today and lost. I was sure it was going up because of the resistance and inner trend line. Why it go down? Well, why it went down? Why it went down? Because euro, I don't know why you went long. This is not a long, this is clearly downtrend. This is downtrend. I don't know where you went down, but if you traded from this spot, yes, it went down, and now it's in retracement about 10 hours ago. Well, probably your stop was not placed. If you went long around this spot here, what was the price you went long? Yes, this is divergence now. Indeed, Oscar, this is divergence. We have a price and oscillator divergence here. So yes, that is why it's going up now at this time. Okay, this is bullish divergence. What was the price where you went long euro yen at low? Well, probably you didn't place a good stop loss. 133.49. You didn't use 30 pip stop loss, right? Well, the problem, guys, for all of you who are trading, you need to place a bigger stop. So your stop was 35 pips, right? Sometimes I always state that during webinars, guys, the thing is you want to trade with risk always in your mind. Your stop loss is always dynamic. You cannot say I have 30 or 50 pip always. Sometimes your stop loss would be 20 pip, sometimes your stop loss would be 60 pip. So that is why your stop loss should be dynamic. Your risk should always be fixed. That is how I teach you to do. Stop loss is dynamic, your risk is fixed. This was indeed a spot just by looking quickly on euro yen, because it had a lot of buyers in the history, right? Which we probably see here, yes. But the thing is, your stop loss was small. And institutional traders know that a lot of retail traders want to play stops very, very tight. And that is not institutional trading. Your stops can be 30 pips sometimes, but sometimes your stops can be and should be 60 or 70 pips. So that was your mistake. Your stop loss was too low, probably. Okay, this is, look, this definitely is bullish divergence and it's going up. How do I delete line with cursor? If I place it here, I just left click it, and it's definitely deleted. My stop loss on 4-hour time frame would be just between this swing. So 132.934 would be possibly on 4-hour. But well, you can see it here. Even if you had entered here, this would be your stop loss. 133.05, okay, or 10, but your stop was too tight, really. Euro GBP, yes, I will do it now. There could be divergence here, but no, this is not a divergence now, but You see here we don't have divergence. Okay, we don't have any divergence. So Euro GBP, well, it doesn't look good for longs. Maybe there will be some retracement, but I would definitely put a retracement here. This is too high. Probably we should go with last swing. This is my confluence spot here. 72, 38 to 40 around quick analysis. So this is only quick outlook. 73, 35 to 72, 45. 72, sorry, 35 to 72, 45. So this is Euro GBP, your possible sell spot here. 72, 35 to 72, 45. Okay, your possible sell spot on Euro GBP. Okay, next question. Can you take a look at pound New Zealand? Okay, sure. Pound New Zealand. Okay, this is resisting the area, which, okay, okay, this is the GBP Singapore dollar, because I know that a lot of you trade this pair, and indeed it's now in a triangle here. So Singapore dollar is in triangle, okay, here. Pound New Zealand, okay, let me see where it went. I don't trade occasionally pound New Zealand. Really, it's too fast for my liking, and the range is always huge. So at this point, I'm not trading it a lot, but it is a good pair for trading. Let me see, where is it? Where is it now, guys? Okay, pound New Zealand. Pound New Zealand. I don't see it here. Let me find it. Pound Norwegian krona, pound Sweden krona, where? I'm not sure. It should be here. Oh, it's definitely down, too much to the downside. Pound New Zealand, head and shoulders, 4-hour time frame. Do you see it? Head and shoulders. I'm using two monitors, and my keyboard is a little bit far from me, so definitely I know I can do it by typing. Thank you, but it's not possible at this spot. I'm only doing it with my mouse. I'm using wireless keyboard at this point. So two monitors, and it's hard. But well, it's easy now to see pound New Zealand 4-hour time frame head and shoulders. So what I would do with pound New Zealand? I would definitely place a sell trade, because we see a triple bottom, 24.31. If this level is broken here with 4-hour, I would go with breakout, retest, or maybe trigger happy trade for starters, because it should go down. Also, your sell spot is at the top of the right shoulder, which happened around this region here, okay, which is 2780. So around 2780, that was your sell spot. Okay, 2780. I will zoom it like this. Okay, so left head, right. So this was your sell spot. You know how I teach you to trade head and shoulders and inverted head and shoulders. I will also repeat it on our session recap. Oh, sorry, on our price action trading school. So shorting it from the top of the right shoulder is a valid option, especially because you have four time top here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So looking at previous sellers, you can align now momentary with historical sellers, and this is your selling spot here. This is what will be covered in price action trading school. Your sell spot is here, your breakout sell is here, pound New Zealand. It's not a sign of trend change, Caroline, because this is head and shoulders. Looking at wider picture, this is strictly to the downside, and looking at now moment picture, this is left head right, so head and shoulders. I don't know if it will go down, but if it breaks triple bottom, what do you think it will happen? Stop grabbing will happen, because stops are collected here. Pay attention to this region and this region here. Okay? Pay attention to it. And finally, Ilya is asking for slides. Yes, I will roll on the slides so you can see it. And guys, I hope that this helps. I hope that we will have a tons of pips again. So let's see. Euro dollar is ranging sell, buy. Pay attention to this level because it could be a small scalp swing buy. Pound dollar, Australian dollar, Euro yen, dollar yen. And Dan is saying we will have tons of pips knowing your great analysis. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. So I hope that we will indeed have a lot of pips. So let's see. So guys, yes, this is everything. I wish you a great week. And if you don't have any questions, we can say that the webinar is over. I hope that, of course, pay attention to my analysis, to a lot of good webinars to come, price action trading school, live webinars with Chris. And yes, final question. Santosh is asking, is there any way to set up alerts in MT4? Yes, there are alerts with Alarm Manager. Download Admiral Market Supreme Edition. You can have it on demo account, but only for 30 days. And if you want full unrestricted access, you can have it with Admiral Markets Live account. You can see a lot of news, price alarms, trade activity alarms, and account alarms. Okay. Yes, FOMC meeting soon. I will update it on Twitter. End of month trading too, exactly. So guys, that will be updated on my Twitter. Pay attention to it. Thank you. And I wish you a great week. Let's make some pips again. Cheers, guys. Trade safe.